answering one of the most common questions I get as a potty training consultant. Can I potty train my child if they're still sleeping in a crib? The short answer is absolutely yes, and I'm going to show you exactly how to make it work in this video today. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Allison Jandu, and I've helped over 15,000 families to navigate potty training with my science-based, shame-free approach. So let's dive into this topic because I don't want the crib to be the reason that you're holding off on ditching those diapers. Now here's what usually happens. I recommend to my clients that they tackle both daytime and nighttime potty training at the same time for the best, most efficient results. Removing all diapers from the get-go sends such a clear message that all pee and poop only belongs in the potty now, no room for confusion. But then I hear them say, but Allison, we can't do nighttime training yet because she's still sleeping in her crib. I totally get it. Nighttime potty training already feels scary enough without worrying about your little one having an accident because they can't climb out and get to the potty in time. That fear is completely valid. But here's what I want you to understand. There is really no difference between nighttime training in a crib versus a bed when it comes to your child's success. Think about it. Even if your child were already in a big kid bed, they're still going to need you there to help them use the potty at night, especially in the beginning. A 2 or 3-year-old isn't going to independently wake up, walk to the bathroom in the dark, turn on the light, get undressed, use the potty, wipe, flush, wash their hands, get redressed, and go back to bed. It's just not realistic. Your involvement in the process doesn't change whether they're in a crib or in a bed, so the crib itself is not actually the major obstacle that you might think it is. So let me give you 4 practical tips to set your child up for nighttime success while they're still sleeping happily in their crib. Tip number 1 is to turn up that baby monitor. When you remove diapers for naps and overnight, make sure your child knows that they can call for you if they feel the urge to go potty in the night. You want to explain, if you need to go potty while you're sleeping, you can call for mommy or daddy and we'll come in and help you. Also, any stirring or fussing that you might hear in the night could be an indicator that they are shifting around needing to go. So when you first get started, have that monitor volume really cranked up and be ready to respond quickly. Now, I know we're talking about interrupted sleep here, but trust me, this phase is very temporary and it's so worth it. Tip number 2, keep a potty right next to their crib. Since your child has to wait for you to come in and get them before they can get out of bed to go, you want to take advantage of every single second. So have a small potty position right next to the crib for quick and easy access. When they call out, you go in, you lift them out, and the potty is right there. No walking down the hall in the dark, no delay that might lead to an accident. Just quick, efficient access to relief so that everyone can get back to bed as quickly as possible. Tip number 3 is to do some practice runs during the day. Having to use the potty during the night is a completely new concept for your child. They don't know what to expect, and children thrive on routine and predictability, so you want to practice this new routine in the daylight when everyone is awake and relaxed. During the day, put them in their crib for a practice run. Have them call out, "Mommy, I need to go potty." You come in, get them out, they use the potty right next to the crib, and then you put them back in. Do this a few times so they know exactly what to expect when it happens for real at night. This rehearsal can kind of feel like a game, but it takes away so much of the mystery and anxiety for them around the process. Tip number 4 is to adjust your morning wake-up time. Your child is most likely going to need to go potty first thing in the morning. It's just human nature after holding it in all night long. So instead of letting them play quietly in their crib for 20 minutes while they're waking up like you might normally do, go in and get them either just before they would normally wake up or right as they're waking up. Get them straight to that potty to start the day with a win. That first morning success is huge for building confidence and momentum, and it sets the stage for success all day long. Now, I do want to mention one important caveat. If you were already planning to transition your child into a big kid bed in the near future anyway, like within the next month or 2, then go ahead and do that first. Let them adjust to the new sleeping arrangements, give it a couple weeks to settle in, and then tackle potty training. Because throwing too many major changes at a toddler at the same time greatly increases the chance of regression in one or more of those new skills. And we want to set them up for success, not overwhelm them. But the key point here is don't feel like you need to rush into transitioning to a big kid bed just for the sake of potty training. There's no reason you can't go completely diaper free for naps and nighttime while your child still stays comfortable and happy in their crib. Our kids are so much more capable than we often give them credit for. The crib is not a roadblock to nighttime success. It's just a slightly different setup that requires your partnership, which honestly, your child needs anyway at this age. If you want all the details on nighttime potty training, including how to handle bedwetting, when to expect dryness, and how to troubleshoot common issues, please make sure you check out my course, Potty Training for Nighttime. It walks you through everything step by step so you can approach nighttime potty training with confidence instead of fear. I promise you that most kids are ready for this step way before we realize. And if you're not already, please subscribe so you never miss a new video. I share tons of free tips, troubleshooting advice, and real encouragement from someone who's been in the trenches with thousands of families. Thank you so much for watching. If this video was helpful, please give it a quick thumbs up so it can reach even more parents who are looking for help. And remember, you've got this, your child's got this, and that crib is not what's standing in your way. I'll see you in the next video.